Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are finally getting to watch another Sanders Sides episode and I'm really excited. I did already see the thumbnail and a little bit of the title. I just got home from work when the notification from Twitter came on my phone and I was like, new video? What do you mean new video? I knew that he was editing a new Sanders Sides video, but I didn't know it'd be done so soon, so I was like, oh, what's this? Lo and behold, it was the new Sanders Sides video. Or Sanders Sides, because they're trying to make shorter videos so that we are able to get more episodes, like, faster. And it's really funny because in the membership live stream where they first mentioned to this, they were like, we're gonna focus on 5 minutes, and now I'm looking at the time and it's like 20 minutes. Alright, I'm really excited for this. So the thumbnail, I'll put up a little picture right here. The thumbnail, it looks like Virgil is in the corner and it says like rewatching Frozen. Don't know what that would mean, but okay. And Thomas's face, I'm concerned. I don't know what that expression is, so I don't know what that would mean, but I'm like kind of concerned. Because I don't know if like he's looking at Virgil or like what that would mean, so we'll see what that means. But we do know Virgil's in this by the thumbnail. It looks like he's wearing a onesie, so that's gonna be fun. But because they said it's gonna be also within the chronology of the series, which means that it'd be left off at the last point where he told us that he was previously a dark side. And character Thomas's reaction to that broke my heart so much. I'm so sad by how character Thomas reacted to that, but I am very excited to see how they've moved on from that or what that would mean for those two characters, like how they will interact now. I'm excited to see that. The title is Healthy Distractions. So maybe that's what rewatching Frozen is for, is like a healthy distraction from what? I am not sure. Probably Remus and the wedding and, what was it, the callback shenanigans scenario thing. Because within the chronology of the series, I'm pretty sure that the wedding hasn't happened yet. I think that's something Thomas told us in the membership live stream. Unless that's no longer relevant, I am not sure. Because the next, like, long episode, or big episode, whatever, I don't know, Sanders Sides, I guess, because this is Sanders Sides, the next episode should be the part 2 to selfishness versus selflessness. That's the way it was put. That's what it should be, so I'm assuming that, the wedding hasn't happened yet. That's what I'm assuming. I obviously wouldn't know, but anyway, I'm gonna start rambling and we're gonna watch this. I'm very excited. Let's go.
I suppose I could watch the Goldbergs. Raid! Yes, it be Raid Shadow Legends, an epic dark fantasy turn-based RPG game. I be a real floozy for role-playing games, and Raid's an RPG that'll make your knees weak. But don't trust an old Viking like me, Thomas Sanders, who has personal experience playing this game. Trust the 15 million downloads Raid has accumulated in the last 6 months. You may be asking yourself, why are you talking like a pirate if you're a Viking? Pirates didn't really talk like this. Re-examine your cultural biases. Speaking of culture, in Raid there be over 400 champions you can collect and customize. You can assemble a team from over 16 ab-crunching factions. Discover 13 pick-flexing locations. And do what the title promises. Raid with friends in a clan. The best part? I didn't have to ransack a village to get it. It's already free! Every week, he who be worthy can win prizes by fighting in the arena, traversing treacherous dungeons, or leveling up your heroes. What the hell is that accent? The game is also continuing to grow with plans for updates in the game for over 6 months. Wait, That's the length of time it takes for Raid to get 15 million downloads! Does it have replay value? You bet your shiny metal axe! Go to the video description, click on the special links, and if you're a new player, you'll get 100,000 silver, 2 clan boss keys, 10 mystery shards, and a free champion, Executioner, who, rumor has it, is pretty damn good at executing. It will all be waiting for you here. I gave up my life as a Viking long ago when I became a social media personality. But finally, thanks to Raid, I feel like a man again. Masculinity is a prison. Why do I pay for a membership if I still gotta watch the ads? I'm switching streaming platforms. I don't know, guys. Unless our problem is a hungry alligator. A remote possibility for a Florida-dwelling man who never leaves his house. I don't think running away is a good way to solve anything. Tell that to you from 20 minutes ago. Roman, be nice. Oh, is that not nice? I didn't mean to... I agree with your new opinion, Virgil, and the movie we're about to watch is going to demonstrate just how bad running and hiding can be. That is, if the film you submitted received the most votes. I have a feeling it did. Now, I may not have voted for Frozen, Roman, but I'm still rooting for your happiness. Oh my goodness, 100% of the votes went to Frozen! Yay! A landslide victory! Go Roman! Falsehood, I did not vote for Frozen. You don't get a vote because you didn't wear a onesie. I don't wear those anymore, they're too childish. No onesie, no vote. Similarly, I am skeptical about whether Thomas has anything to gain from a children's picture that he's already seen. Too childish? Nothing to gain. Thomas is in a bad place, Logan. What would you have him watch? There Will Be Blood? A bad place? Thomas is at home. And home is where the heart is. How can Thomas feel BAD with his inner DAD? I can think of a few ways. What I've been trying to get at is, do you really think a distraction is the most helpful thing right now? Hey, Thomas, I didn't know you were in this movie. Roman, stop. Some psychologists might be more inclined to call a distraction in this context refocusing or redirecting. In a situation like this one, in which there presently does not seem to be an action that Thomas can take to address his feelings without exacerbating the problem, temporarily redirecting his attention to something good or neutral can be beneficial. And who among us could forget the absolute bop that is this weird ice cutting song? I don't know, Roman. I think this song is pretty cool. Oh, look at what? I'm just saying it's a chilled out groove.
Stop.
I might need you to leave if you don't stop. And from this point on, no more Nordic-inspired numbers. The sooner we confront the problem, the sooner we can leave this mess behind us. Like these ice cutters are just frickin' leaving this child behind them? Whose kid is he? Why does no one notice they're leaving him? Not necessarily, Virgil. Some things need time. Like evolution. Okay, but how does watching a movie help? Externalization. It's a key feature for many types of distraction. Externalization means giving one's attention to a sensation outside of one's own body. It's helpful because it can be much easier to give your focus to something than it is to actively take your focus away from something. Right. Hence Frozen. Thomas is going to be seeing Frozen 2 for the first time tomorrow, and I think he should focus on that. He just needs something to look forward to.
Hi, I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs. I love you, Olaf.
I also love you, Olaf.
It was cute.
Cuties.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep you.
You're joking, right? No, you're mine now.
The heart is not so easily changed,
No, it isn't.
but the head can be persuaded.
Can it, though?
You must learn to control it. Fear will be your enemy.
So you're saying lock her away forever because she's dangerous? Nah, nope. See what you did there? You're making her fear her powers. I just warned you about that.
I started talking to the pictures on the walls. Hang in there, Joan.
Joan!
Just watching the hours tick by.
She better stop with that TikTok sound. It's making me way too aware of the passage of time.
Oh,
To
yeah.
go.
You'll be fine,
No.
Elsa.
But you two won't, am I right? They're gonna die at sea! I sleep in the bub.
In the what?
Did I screw everything up? No, I threw out your vote so you couldn't do that. No, I mean...
Are we making the right decision here?
Okay, I hear you. Frozen is one of the newer Disney movies. I miss the hand-drawn animation as much as the next side, but this movie was an instant classic when... No, should Thomas be staying home right now?
Well, Virgil, Thomas made his decision, and I think we should all just try to settle into it.
How are you telling me to settle into something right now when you've taken your sweet time to settle into things that you were uncomfortable with in the past?
I just think we should all just try to relax.
You do realize who you're talking to, right? Virgil, how many times has our response to a difficult decision been half committing to one option and subsequently panicking about whether that option is our best option until it's too late for Thomas to change his mind?
Are you actually asking me that question? I'm genuinely asking because I can't tell. Do you want me to? I can count them out.
No.
7,430.
No.
You're just so literal. I don't.
No, Patton's right. We need to try to be resolute. The decision has been made.
For years I've roamed these empty halls. Why have a
Rhetorical
ballroom
questions
with
must
no
not be his
bars?
favorite. But
Nope, I'm an adult, so that's not funny. Wait, Hans is tricking Anna into believing that he's in love with her, but she's not around, so why did he make that face? Yeah, you're right. The only explanation for it is that this is his evil plotting face.
I've been searching my whole life to find my own place. And maybe it's the party talking or the chocolate fondue.
Oh man, yeah, I'm like so up on chocolate fondue. I don't even know what I'm saying right now.
The light I've never known before. Love's an open door.
Is something wrong, Patton?
I just realized Anna falls in love so fast because most people have shut her out her whole life.
Oof. And then the first person to give her attention since she lost her parents is actually just taking advantage of her.
There's no way she's coming out of this situation without trust issues.
oh god,
Snow glows white on the mountains.
can relate.
Not a footprint to be seen.
Except for the footprints behind you. Hey, yeah.
What if this just makes things worse?
Don't let them see.
Be the good girl. Always have to be.
So, what's happening now with her? Is she...
What if he thinks we're avoiding him? And that just makes him more mad at Thomas. He'll probably figure that Thomas isn't showing face because of him. He might have been an idiot
What's
back in the day,
problem? I'm confused.
but he's not anymore.
She really shouldn't let go of any more of her clothing, that's for sure. She's freezed to death.
If he does think that way, and if he does get more angry, well then, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Or maybe we should try to cross the bridge while it's still sturdy, instead of trying to cross a crumbling bridge later.
What about a bridge?
If the bridge is crumbling later, then it's because the violent storm that's out right now damaged the bridge. We shouldn't try to cross the bridge until the storm blows over. We need to make like Elsa and let it go. Lie low in our kingdom of isolation. Come on, Patton, don't go for the low-hanging fruit.
There's a storm out tonight? If so, an outdoor social gathering seems ill-advised. It's for the best that you stayed home.
From what? Because I'm assuming it's not the
It's a
wedding.
lavatory
Ice toilet!
or a bed.
Ice bed!
This place sounds awful.
It does. But like, it's not the wedding, right?
Step a little outside.
What event is this?
This thing with the reindeer, outside of nature's laws?
He definitely f***s the reindeer.
Oh,
If only there was someone out there who loved you.
If only there was someone out there who loved you. You meddled with the vote to ensure that we would watch this, and yet you're the one constantly making fun of it. Look, this is how I show my love. Something that's always bothered me with this movie is that an act of true love will save Anna's life. And we learned that that true love doesn't have to be romantic love. So why doesn't Olaf, nearly sacrificing his life to comfort Anna because he cares more about her than himself, count as an act of true love? He even says some people are worth melting for. Like, bruh.
Take care of my sister.
Oh, you've already done a good job of that yourself, Elsa.
I bet he's talking about you right now. Thomas talked about him to other people.
We're all gossipy bitches sometimes.
No, there's nothing wrong with talking. Sometimes you just need to air things out or get a second opinion.
But what if he's telling the story wrong and misrepresenting Thomas to everybody at the party? Everyone likes him. He could turn everyone against Thomas by painting him as some unsympathetic, judgmental jerk.
If Thomas's friends immediately and uncritically accept the first negative thing they're told about Thomas as a fact without first pursuing his perspective on what happened, then I'm doubtful that those friendships would have lasted under any circumstances. Also, if our combative compatriot were to slanderously misrepresent Thomas to that extent, then maybe that's not a friendship Thomas should try to hold on to.
Maybe not. If he lied on purpose, but you only see things from your perspective, and your perspective is your eyeballs looking out, away from you, and that makes it a lot harder to see your own flaws, or where you went wrong, or... Oh, sweet Frank Iero.
What is it now?
Maybe you were in the wrong. Maybe you were an unsympathetic, judgmental jerk. Just think about it.
Like I have a choice.
When Rico brought up that he used to not support gay rights, maybe you shouldn't have immediately started angrily interrogating him because he used the past tense and he trusted you enough to share a history that he wasn't proud of with you. And sure, maybe he wouldn't have gotten around to some of the stuff you wanted to know about on his own, but things might have gone smoother if you just calmly asked later. And even though he had a right to feel angry, maybe you shouldn't have taken your anger out on him because he's right. He is a different person now. And attacking a person for opinions they don't have doesn't really do anybody any good. And even though he was being kind of snobby when he told you that your behavior is unacceptable, he still shouldn't have fired back, oh yeah, like me kissing a man is unacceptable, because again, he doesn't feel that way anymore. And he's always been supportive and comfortable around you and your boyfriends, and now maybe we ruined a good friendship because we couldn't see past his past and we put the final nail in the coffin by skipping out on the party.
Thomas, Virgil, please do me a favor and name 5 things that you can see.
Staircase, impending doom. Olaf, a future without friends.
Lamp.
Blind.
Pants. Now, 4 things that you can feel. Pants.
A bad feeling.
Couch.
Wall.
Hair. 3 things that you can hear.
Frozen heart.
Olaf. The fan.
The ice machine, for some reason.
2 things that you can smell. Clean shirt. The deodorant Thomas put on because he was gonna go out tonight.
Oh. And 1 thing that you can taste.
A sour taste in my mouth, probably left over from those reheated Thai noodle leftovers.
Your mind has been figuratively traveling through time and space, from unpleasant memories to worst-case scenarios, both of which take place elsewhere. That cognitive commutation can be harmful because there's often not much that you can do in the here and now to resolve the issue. What I just had you do a moment ago was an exercise to remind you that you are here now in your apartment, not somewhere else dealing with something else. You are safe.
All right. Thank you, Logan.
No problem. Just your cool teacher being his cool self.
All right. Things will be all right. Even though Rico's views weren't all right, they are now. And sure, this complicates my feelings about him, but, you know, I'll adjust. Just like he had to. Well, kind of. But still, if anyone can understand that sometimes people need time to come around, it's him. He's all right by me. Things will be all right between us. Because we're still friends. At least as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, just take it from Frozen's most inspirational song. Fixer-Upper. People make bad choices when they're mad or scared or stressed. Throw a little love their way, and you'll bring out their best. Thank you, Roman. That's barely applicable.
Also, we the villagers have thought it over, and with no discussion whatsoever, we've decided we're not scared anymore, and ice magic is actually cool as hell. So, Elsa's power set includes freezing water, freezing objects, creating ice and snow from nothing, instantly creating anything she can imagine out of ice, poison ice blast that slowly kill you, giving life to snow and or ice, erasing fabric from existence, creating fabric from ice, I guess, melting snow and ice, telekinetic manipulation of frozen water, creating an eternal winter, creating an eternal mini winter snow cloud that can follow a subject around wherever they go, and reviving dead flora.
Yeah, all checks out.
With Elsa seemingly unstoppable ice powers, I'd imagine Arendelle becomes a global superpower. No military force at that time could ever stand a chance against her never-ending army of ice golems.
Oh, I get it. You shouldn't trust an open door. True love is a closed door that eventually is opened up to you.
I can assure you that no one was thinking that when they made this movie, Patton.
It's too bad we didn't go to that party. What if your soulmate was there? And now you're never gonna get another chance to meet him.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Watching a film is clearly too passive of an exercise to allay Thomas's troubled thoughts. I think we need a more active distraction that Thomas can really think about and focus on.
Should we vote on what we're gonna do next?
Oh, I was looking for this.
Oh god!
Well, I was gonna rig the vote anyway, so I can just let you all know that we're gonna rewrite
yeah.
Frozen 1.
Oh, are we going to amend the inconsistencies in the internal logic of the original film?
No.
Yes. I don't know what you're asking.
We're gonna make it better.
But I thought you said it was an instant classic.
Instant classic doesn't mean flawless flick.
Yeah, it's true. Those two phrases are not synonymous.
Here's my take. Olaf fully melts by the fire while accompanying a dying Anna, which does qualify as an act of true love. Then, Anna must rescue Elsa from Hans, who gets a proper Disney villain song, maybe a reprise of Love is an Open Door called, I'm spitballing here, Love is an Open Wound. Then, once Hans is defeated and the sisters are reunited, we learn that Olaf had so much love for Anna because he was Elsa's creation. In other words, Olaf was imbued with Elsa's sisterly love for Anna.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's so cute.
Wow.
Yeah, not my kind of fan fiction. I'm going to bed in the bath. Oh, and then since Elsa can create life, she
Bye.
can resurrect Olaf from the puddle.
But would bringing Olaf back lessen the weight and impact of his sacrifice? Maybe Olaf the Puddle Man has already evaporated by the time they make it back to him.
I see your point, Virgil, but how about this? Nobody dies, especially not cute little snowmen. What is up, everybody? Do you
Hi.
like the holiday season? Do you like Sandicides?
You like the idea of new Sandicides sweater?
You just do it. Do you like the idea of new Sandicides holiday sweaters,
Yes.
including dark side sweaters?
Yes.
Because that's what you're getting. Am I going to use my real voice in all of this? And also
No.
scarves to go with the sweaters. You can get them all, or some, or none, at shopthomassanders.com. Did you like this video? We were
Yes.
attempting to make a slightly simpler Sanderside series that wasn't directly tied to the main narrative, so that we can hopefully give you Sanderside's content more frequently. Hopefully. We'll see. Do you like it though? You want to see more of it? Please comment down below if you do. Also, if you want to share some other distraction techniques that you use whenever you need it, that would be amazing. That is it, and until next time, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out! Alright, that was great. Good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ever said those things about you.
Oh my god, that was so cute. Cause like, he's posted obviously pictures and the one video, I don't remember the title, but anyway, Heart versus Mind? Something like that? Anyway. Where Logan was wearing that onesie, and I was like, you have too worn a onesie, so whatever. Oh my god, yes. I loved it so much. Obviously, it was so good. Oh my god. I can't even put it into words because it was just so good. But I loved it, so. Alright, I'm gonna do what I usually do. I'm gonna go rewatch it, make some notes on things that I want to talk about a little bit more because obviously I can't catch everything the first time. Let's see, is there anything I can remember? Because it's obviously in the chronology of the show. I am slightly, kind of confused, I guess, of the way that character Thomas reacted to Virgil telling him that he was a dark side. And then how they're reacting now, they just seem fine, but the way he reacted seems like he was taken aback and, like, not offended, but, like offended / betrayed / very minimum versions of those things. I can't think of any words right now, but I don't know, but like, I don't know, like just the way he steps back and like stares at him and then it's like, just like thinks for a minute before he finally looks back at the camera to see like obviously we're still there. I don't know. It's just a weird emotion that I can't summarize right now, but just like how that was almost ignored. It was like almost ignored in a way, and it's just, I don't know, it's odd, I suppose, just the way that they're interacting still. I like how they did end up getting every side into this again. Obviously, Deceit was just the was just the costume, but that was great. Why, now that I'm thinking of it, why was Remus shirtless? Of course, you know what? Don't answer that question. Why does Remus do anything? Don't answer that question. It's just Remus. That's the answer to any of those questions. Just why Remus? Just because that's the only answer you can give for that. Just Remus. That's it. But okay. I'm gonna go rewatch that real quick and I will come back with some notes, see if there's anything else I can talk about. So I'll be back. Alright, I'm back and I do have a couple of notes, just a few so it shouldn't take too long, but first one is about when Virgil says, I can think of a few ways after Patton kind of asks rhetorically, how can Thomas feel BAD with his inner DAD? And then he's like, I can think of a few ways. Ouch. Like, I don't, like, are they still having those, like, issues, like, where, I don't know, like, it's hard to explain, but, like, when the time Virgil had asked Patton to not talk about him, like, so cutesy, like, saying, like, you're an angel, and, like, stuff like that, or whatever, like, I don't know, he just seems to be acting, like, so, like, mean sometimes to Patton, and like, I don't know, it's sad, I don't know why, like, he's acting that way towards Patton. Like, if you have any comments, or if you have anything to add to that I can't think of right now, please talk to me in the comments down below. I will love to share and talk about any theories on this video, so I will be in the comment section. I just thought that was really sad. Like, Patton's face after that, like, it's like almost like he definitely looked sad, but like almost like he was holding something back. Like, I don't know, it obviously hurt, like, so another one of the like cutest things is Roman's commentary through the whole film. It was so cute because like that's something that I do, like, as like an inner monologue kind of thing, which now that I think about it, I guess they're all kind of inner monologues in Thomas's mind because they're all made up and they're all imaginary. So wouldn't these all be kind of inner monologues? He's really just thinking these things, but they're just portrayed in this way, and not projected, but like portrayed in this way. I know, that's weird. Yeah, but I do that when I watch movies. Like, I'll think like kind of how I would think Logan would think about movies. Like, I would see all of the inaccuracies in movies and I'll like kind of have to ignore it because I'm like, it's a movie, it's fine. I don't know, but yeah, I loved all of Roman's commentary. I thought it was hilarious because I was like, oh my god, that's what I do. And then there's another point when Virgil says that Patton has taken his sweet time to settle into things that he's been uncomfortable with in the past. Is that referring to, like, moving on? Like, from, like, Thomas's breakup? Like, is that what that's referring to? Like, he was settling into being okay with moving on from him? Is that what that's referring to? Or is there just, there's obviously things that happen outside of the storyline, but I don't know. I don't know what that would mean, but it still seemed a little bit, like, mean and, like, harsh with Patton. And, I don't know. just feel like that's something kind of important to look at and keep an eye on. So another thing is when Patton realizes that Anna falls in love so fast because everyone shut her out her whole life, so she's been really just kind of alone. She hasn't like really learned how to like interact, I suppose, with people, kind of. Oh, whatever. And then Roman says, and then the first person that she forms a connection with ends up taking advantage of her, and then Virgil says there's no way she's coming out of this with trust issues, and I feel like he has a personal experience with that in some way, theorizing about his past deceit. Just gonna throw that out there. Obviously, if you were manipulated and deceived in the past, you would come out of that with trust issues, and that's obviously how we see Virgil interacting with deceit, with trust issues. Like, he doesn't trust him. He clearly used to, maybe in the past when they got along. I obviously don't know their past. The way Deceit acts, which obviously it's hard to know the truth with him, but the way that he acts, it seems like they must have obviously known each other very well in the past, and because he knows how to get under Virgil's skin, and well, yeah, it just seems like they know a lot about each other, and I don't know, they just seem to have this kind of past where they had a connection and like maybe a good relationship together. And Virgil must have come away from that with trust issues because maybe Deceit manipulated him and deceived him into something. So that would obviously cause trust issues, and I know from personal experience, it's not fun. Anyway, another cool thing that I did catch on to was at the very end, when Roman started like creating his own world within Frozen, like creating a new ending for it, like an alternative ending for it. That was really cool. By the way, I really liked it. Virgil caught on to that, and like he almost like not forgot, but like he redirected his attention, which is what this whole video is about. He redirected his attention to that alternative ending, and like they all started like getting into it and like talking about it and fantasizing about it, and it was awesome, because I love that stuff. But also that they had talked about something in Moving On, in Moving On they talked about how Roman and Virgil, like when Thomas was very little, Roman wouldn't have created all of the stories and worlds that he did without Virgil giving him reason to. I'm pretty sure the exact line. And like I just love that like it's kind of being brought back here, you can see, because like without Virgil giving without Virgil giving them the need to have a distraction because of his obviously peaked anxiety in the situation, thinking, what, did we do something wrong? Should we be distracting ourselves right now? Roman created an alternative world within Frozen that helped to distract him, and then Thomas was able to do something else. I don't know what he was doing on his computer, but he was doing something. And I thought that was really cool. So that was just a neat little thing I caught on to. Yeah, and I think that's everything that I can think of for now. But yeah, that was really cool. I really do like the Sanders Asides idea, and I love the title. I like the title. That's really cool. Yeah, I like it so much because obviously I am down to get so much more content if we can. I obviously don't want to pressure them at all into rushing through their process because they make such great content and it's amazing. and I'm willing to wait all the time in the world. If like I'm willing to wait years for an episode. Like I would wait so long. I just love this series so much, and I'm very patient. But I love it. I just love it. It's so good. Anyway, alright. I think that wraps it up for this one, and I will see you guys when we get the next main episode, which should be, it will be the part 2 to the selfishness versus selflessness episode, so that'll be really exciting to see, which I'm pretty sure they're working on that right now too, because he said he was working on 3 scripts, which was this one, the part 2 to SVS, and then a third, I think it was another Sanders Asides video, I think. Don't know, obviously, but I'm excited. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!